Hello everyone and welcome to our first impressions video. This is my first impressions of the Quechua 2 seconds easy fresh and black 4.2. This is a 4-person tent with a living area either side of a bedroom. Each bedroom can contain up to a maximum of 2 people each. It is an air beam tent and I've got it right here. And as you can see, it is still in its box and it's quite weighty. Now this tent doesn't come included with the pump, because obviously if you've already got an air beam tent already, then you may already have a pump already, which I have from my Quechua Air Seconds 4.1 fresh and black. So yeah, I'm going to get this open up and have a look. I'm really looking forward to it, because today is officially tent day. Yeah, I think Bella's more excited about what's in this box. And it's a tent in here, Bella. There's a tent in here. Yeah. Should we have a look at it? No, down. She gets very excited when there's a tent. Bella, down, down, down. Come on, down. Get down. Good girl. Carefully use a knife to open this up. You're excited, aren't you? Ooh. Wow, it's a big heavy one. Yeah. So there we go, in its bag. It weighs 18.5 kilos. It's 510 centimeters long by 200 and I believe 280 centimeters wide. So you need that for your pitch size when you're booking a pitch. 280 centimeters by 510. Let's get this opened up. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. It's a tent, Bella. It's a tent, 18.5 kilos. Yeah, it's like our other one. We do actually have a tent very similar to this, but it actually, no, don't go clawing at it. I think Bella's more excited than I am. What she's saying, isn't it? No, there we go. We do have a tent very similar to this called the Quechua Arpenhouse Fresh and Black 4.2. Pop that back in there. The sun's coming out just in time. But the reason why we went for this is because it's got air beam technology, and when you're using fiberglass poles, there's always a thing where you're going, they're going to snap as I'm setting it up. So yeah, obviously this doesn't come included with a pump, but I do have one included. I do have one already, should I say, from my Quechua Air Seconds 4.1. So I'm going to get that down, set this up and see what it's like. Okay, I've just got the pump down. Big old hand pump. Yeah, when I first saw the fact that Quechua had changed the colours from turquoise to beige, I was like, nah, I don't really think I like that. It's grown on me quite a lot actually. I do like the colour beige. Come on, Bella, out of the way, darling. Good girl. Also got a bag of pegs as well. Put that to one side. It's a big tent. I love how inquisitive you are. I bet you're the first one in this. No, Bella, off. Good girl. Now obviously, if I was in a hurry I could probably get this up faster. We're not really much in a hurry today. Oh, that sun. So glad I went for fresh and black. Okay, you do get some pegs with it as well, which is great. And I'm going to go with the fact that we've got 4 corner stakes. These are all colour red at the top, and they'll go at the 4 corners because they need to take on a lot of that load bearing. So if my memory serves me right, from my 4 person, 1 bedroom tent, the Quechua Air Seconds 4.1. Then you put those in first, then you start inflating. Okay, now pegged in the 4 corners of the tent. Now I use my large hand pump. As I say, I've had this a few years now. I've had this, what, about 5 years. And this will inflate on both the downstroke and the upstroke as well. And you've got to inflate the tubes up to a maximum of 7 psi. So to err on the side of caution, I'm going to go to about 6.5 psi per tube. And then what I'm going to do is just work my way along. Now the valves are not screwed in to begin with, so I'm just going to make sure that they are flush to go in first. And then just give it a little bit of a correction. Sure the fact that it's going to be going up in the right direction. Up to 4 psi. Okay, that's that one done. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so that's all the air beams inflated. Okay, now we're all inflated on all 4 tubes. Just pull out the slack in the 4 corners. And next, we need to go inside the tent. So this is our first time inside here, Bella. Can you go in? Good girl. Ooh, ooh, it's quite a bit bigger than the other one we used to. Whoa. Oh, this is nice. You got into all the bedrooms, Bella? You got in the bedrooms? Bless your heart. You like it? It's another tent, isn't it? Another tent. Squash that down. So the next thing we need to do is put a torsion beam up here, which is going to slot into these red slots up there. Next we've got this torsion beam, basically one pole that's elasticated together, one that's loose. Slide that all the way in, locate it in one end, and then slide it out until it locates into the other end, and then close the clamp. Very easy. So next, as you can see, that's not right. I don't even know. Oh yeah, okay. I'm not 100% sure how that... Okay, there's a little sleeve that runs on the inside. Very nice. Oops. So we've got this fiberglass pole to give us, must be one for each side. You should really read the instructions, see if they're the same length. Yes, they are identical, so there's one for each side. So let's have a look. Slide that through the sleeve and then locate it. There's a little pocket at either end. Very easy. That's nice. That's one done. Just do the second one. Put it in the sleeve. Locate it into the pocket. Slip it under. Quite a bit of tension rather. There we go. And that's it. Okay, so if you want a little bit more ventilation, you can bring back one zip, and then you've got this mesh, stop all the creepy crawlers getting in. And then you do the second zip, and then you can actually reach outside, and then you can reach on here, pull outside, that's a little bit more air in, which is beneficial on a day like this when it turns really hot. Okay, I'm just going to close the vent, and now we're going to have a look at the blackout bedroom itself, because obviously we need to see how dark this blackout bedroom is. Now for this particular test I put the exposure on manual, so it's locked at 1/50th of a second, and I've set the ISO to be stable, so obviously the camera's not going to compensate as it gets darker. So I'm going to shut this blackout bedroom door, just see how much darker it does get. So yeah, as you can see, there's a marked difference. Now, for those of you who don't particularly like it too dark, then you can actually see the door is a little bit transparent. I can still see into the living area, no problem. So it's darker. It means the fact that I'm simulating the way it would be on night time, and obviously this being a fresh and black tent obviously means the fact it's going to be much cooler in here than it would be on a traditional tent. So yeah, I'm most happy with that. We've also got a vent up here as well, so it can allow a little bit more light in at the top, which is an added bonus. There's a mesh on that as well to stop the creepy crawlers getting in. I've got to say, most impressed, most impressed. And then we can open that door up again, and then we can see the difference that the blackout bedroom makes. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. I really do. This is definitely an improvement over the Quechua Alpenaz Fresh and Black 4.2. It's not much bigger, but that extra little bit of room makes a world of difference. And the features of and benefits of this tent is just incredible. I'm very impressed. And we've got another little feature here which seems to be overlooked by some tents and tent manufacturers, is the humble window. Now on some tents I've got, they don't actually have a window, so it's pouring down the rain and you want to look out and see, is the good weather coming? I can't really see. Well, with this you've actually got a window, so you can look outside, see the world going by, and obviously it's going to allow a little bit more light in. But if you want the privacy, you've actually got the curtain as well, which is lovely. Yeah, you could be looking out and thinking, oh, I hear a pitter-patter of rain. Is there any blue sky coming? Yeah, blue sky coming this way. Yeah, that's fine, great, fine. We'll go out in about 10 minutes. Okay, so my final first impressions, thoughts on this particular tent. It's incredibly easy to set up. Incredibly easy to set up. Yes, if you haven't purchased it already, you need to purchase the separate hand pump, and I can understand why Quechua or Decathlon have not included one of those in the price already, because if you have an air beam tent like this already, then you'll have multiple pumps and be going away with one tent. What's the point in purchasing the same item over and over and over again? So I didn't need to purchase the pump. I had that from my Quechua Air Seconds 4.1 Fresh and Black. Used that on this particular tent. Well, absolute dream. Just remember to peg out the four corners first, inflate the tubes, and then just go around. And I've not put guide ropes in because I'm a bit restricted in the garden on this. But yeah, I really recommend this tent. It is beautiful. The thought processes that Quechua have put into this tent is nothing short of phenomenal. And I use a lot of Quechua tents, and I also have some non-Quechua tents. And I like Quechua tents simply because the thought process that have gone into them is just like, it just blows your mind. You walk into a tent, it feels like you're walking into a greenhouse. Not so much with these. Yes, of course, there's going to be some heat in here, but by no means the same. I walked into a tent today, a 6-person tent, dark blue on the exterior, literally opened the door, it was like walking into an oven. Not so with this. And I've had that experience with other tents as well. The Fresh and Black technology is leaps and bounds above everything else. And if you're going to be having a blackout bedroom, you want to sleep in the middle of the day, maybe you've had a storm in the middle of the night, or maybe the people next door to you have been a little bit kind of loud, and you've not had a good night's sleep, you come back to tent, you think, do you know what, I need an afternoon nap, I'm going to have a sleep. Close the blackout bedroom. But then you get, like, it's really hot and it's stifling, it's like, didn't sleep very well. Not so much in here. You're not going to have that in here. You can have a lovely, comfortable sleep. And I've got past experience. I've got, I think it's 6 or 7 Quechua tents, and I think only one of them isn't, no, 2 of them isn't Fresh and Black. I love the fact that this has got 2 separate blackout bedrooms, both identical. This one on here, 4 pockets inside, blackout bedroom. You've also got a mesh top as well, so if you want to allow a little bit of light in. And then you've got this one over here, identical bedroom, absolutely identical. There's plenty of space in the living room to accommodate 4 people. You've got the added bonus of allowing a little bit, I can feel the fresh air coming through here already. You can allow more air in here if you want to make it feel even more fresher. Above here, above my head, you've actually got a mesh, you've actually got a separate roof over, and then you've got this mesh roof just above my head. I'll just try and point the camera up a little bit. So this is all mesh here. So again, it's allowing air to come into the tent, and you've got a roof above that, which is obviously keeping any rainwater away. But yeah, just like, wow. I know some people accuse me of being a Quechua fanboy. I am not. I just appreciate good products at reasonable prices, where thought processes have gone into it to create a product which is leaps and bounds above everything else. And this for me ticks those boxes. It might not for you, you might be happy with the tent you got or the one that you're thinking about buying, fine. But this for me, yeah, I really like it. If I was going to be going away with somebody else, this is going to be my first port of call. First port of call. Plenty of room in the living room, 2 wonderful blackout bedrooms, cool inside. What more could you want? Easy to set up. Yes, you need to buy a pump if you haven't done so already, but the features and benefits on this, it just ticks every single box. And there's a lot of boxes, and it ticks every single one. So there we go. I am more than happy. Now, this isn't a review because I haven't been sleeping out in this tent. I set this tent up, probably about an hour ago. I will be going out in this tent in September, and hopefully before then. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be sleeping out in it tonight because I'm going away first thing in tomorrow, where I'm going to be going to 3 campsites with 3 separate Quechua tents, all Fresh and Black, because the weather's supposed to be really nice. So I want to be nice and cool because I don't like the heat very much. No, especially not in a tent. So yeah, I'm going to be going away, and then I'll be reviewing this tent further on down the line. So if you want to see that video, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel, like this video and share. And if you want to support this channel even further, then you can buy me a coffee in the site that's listed in the description box below. All proceeds that are put into that go straight into buying more equipment like this, which then I can showcase on this channel. And sometimes I'll even put a poll here on the community tab on YouTube where I say, which should I buy? I want to buy another tent. Which one should I buy? Or which bed should I buy? So you have a say. It's a camping thing, is a community. You are involved. I'm just the face that does all the talking. There we go. But yeah, I highly recommend this tent, and I look forward to using it in the years to come. So thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye. I wish I was taking this tent.